Are live on YouTube, and we've got a lovely group of people on the Zoom side. Thank you all for being here. Welcome to the February 2024 Ask Your Guides Live. So happy to have you here. So unless you've been living under a cloud, you probably know that Alexei Navalny was assassinated by the big bad guy out there, and that's what this background is all about. It's in honor of Alexei. So when we do our opening, we'll just acknowledge him and send some love and light in that direction. And then we're going to shift the energy and go into the positive stuff and answering your questions. So let's take a couple of deep breaths. Close your eyes, sit back. Oh, and if you're not muted on the YouTube side, if you would mute yourself, that'd be really helpful. Oh, yeah. All right. So thank you all for being here. I so appreciate each and every one of you bringing your energy, your intuition, your love, your light to our circle, because it means everything. It lifts everyone up to a higher level so that we can accomplish more. And we know that when we come together with love, light, and intention, we can move mountains with the help of our angels. So we would like to recognize and send love and light to the family of Alexei Navalny. We know he's fine now, but the loved ones who are left behind, who have been preparing for this day for a very long time, but still, it still hits you like a ton of bricks when it happens. So we want to send them that love, light, and intention. To the people of Ukraine who are still holding the line for democracy for the world, who are being betrayed by American politicians right now, we want to send them love, light, intention. We also want to send a big walloping bag of love and light to hit those politicians who are stopping our help for our allies with some love, light, and intention to change their attitudes, because this is affecting the entire world. It's not just us. It's about our national security as well as the rest of the world. This is serious stuff. So yes, I did divert a little into politics, you guys, but you know, it is our lives, and we do need to be aware and do what we feel led to do to contribute. So you contribute how you feel led to contribute. Calling all of your angels, guides, teachers, masters, loved ones on the other side who want to join with us and lift us up even higher. We thank you all for being here. Now we're going to jump in and get started. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Somebody up there is not muted because I'm hearing some noise come through. So hopefully I can figure out who that is and take care of that. But maybe it's better now. All right. So you guys over on YouTube, I'll be popping over there to say hello to you after I finish all of the questions on the Zoom side. I won't be answering questions on the YouTube side today. We'll do that on the next metaphysical chat. But we appreciate you being there. Please feel free to have some great conversations. Add your comments, observations about what you're seeing on this side. We appreciate that. And let me just make one more adjustment over here if I can find it. There we go. Everybody's now muted, so we should have quiet. So after I answer your question, if you would mute yourself, and then you can feel free just to leave the Zoom stream and pop over and watch on the YouTube side if you want to, or you can stay. It's totally up to you. So Randy, are you there? You need to turn on your camera for me, Randy, because I can't bring you up unless your camera is on. And okay. So maybe Randy stepped away. Gary, you were next. We'll come back to you, Randy. Oh, for some reason, it's blocking my ability to bring you up. What is that about? All right, let's see if this works. There you are. Hey, Gary, great to see you. Unmute yourself.
Did you ask for me, Deborah?
Yes, you are up, Gary. What is your question?
Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Nice to see you.
Likewise.
I've been having the feeling that my guides have been trying to reach me and tell me something, but I just can't seem to get up to their right vibration. So maybe you could ask them what it may be that they're trying to tell me.
Absolutely. Okay, so for Gary, they say absolutely they're trying to get through to you because they're always talking to you. It's like a constant chatter. It's just you only get bits and pieces of it. So what would you like Gary to know? What is that pressing message that you've been trying to get through to him? They are kicking you in the butt. I'm seeing them with the boot in the butt. And they're saying, you've got to lighten up. You've got to get out there and live your life, have more fun. That's what's missing for you because you're so focused on trying to connect with them. It's like that little kid who's straining really hard and not getting anywhere. You got to lighten up. Let that go. It's flow, Gary. When you get into flow and you just allow it to come, you will hear their messages. You will feel them. You will see them. However it is they connect with you, they will start coming through. And also, I'm feeling they're giving you like a little pinprick in the arm, saying, feel that? It's very subtle. We are subtle. Mostly they're not going to beat you over the head with it. They're going to be very subtle. So look for those little subtle things. And very often you're dismissing them. You're thinking you made it up or it's ego. And no, it's not. Write it down when you even feel the tiniest twinge in your solar plexus that it might be them. If you're questioning that it might be them, write it down. Think about it. Does it make sense? Does it feel like something your ego would say? Or does it feel like something your guides would say? That's where it is. It's almost like the space between breaths. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's light like that. Now, if you're in danger or if there's something really big going on, they will hit you over the head with the 2x4 to get your attention. But mostly it's going to be very gentle and light, like that breath. So you are getting it. It's just tune that channel a teeny bit more. Allow it to come through. Stop doubting yourself.
Is there anything specific that they're trying to tell me, or?
Is there anything specific that you want him to get right now? Well, that's the big thing. Because they're trying to communicate and you're just not quite tuned in enough. You're not trusting enough. They're like, Gary, we're holding your hands. You can trust us. We're not going to let you fall. Anything else that you want to say? And maybe something concrete, specific he would really appreciate? Besides the kick in the butt? Oh, they're showing me a picture of you lying down to go to sleep. And sometimes it's hard for you to sleep. There's a lot of tossing and turning. There's a lot of busyness going on in your brain. They want you to know there's an angel lying right there spooning with you in bed, holding you, wanting you to feel their presence and know, Gary, we've got you. You can relax and go to sleep. Get that restful, restorative sleep. That will help. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
You're welcome. So let us know next month how that goes.
I will.
Okay. Bye for now. Okay, Randy, did you ever come back? I still don't see your camera. So when you come back, Randy, if you could turn your camera on, then I can bring you up. So Adventurer, you are next. Here we go. Good morning.
Good morning. During my 21-day meditation, I usually see one animal, maybe two every once in a while, but at this particular time, I saw a deer, fox, eagle, wolf, and an owl all at the same time. And what is that message?
Okay. Did you Google the symbolism of each of the animals?
Oh, yes.
Okay, because that should give you some kind of a clue. I'm just going to rearrange the screen here. It won't let me. Okay, never mind. We'll just keep it there. So for Adventurer, this meditation with all the creatures who showed up. Oh, they're singing, "We Are Family." So what is that about? They just want you to know you're very connected to the land and to the beasts, Adventurer. They want you to know that they know that, they feel that, they're with you. And you can draw upon their wisdom when you need their help. So were you angels in disguise? Yeah, it's complicated. It's kind of like they're angels, but they're also representatives of that family of animal, if that makes sense. Like you might call them the oversoul of that group. letting you know that they're available for you to tap into when you need that kind of wisdom. It's about you expanding your understanding of how you connect, who you connect with, what you can do. You're up-leveling. And they're celebrating that with you. Also, at the same time, here we are. See us. Call upon us. So when you need the eyes of, let's say, the owl, you can call upon owl specifically. Owl, can you take the big picture look and then let me know what that is? When you need the creativity and the cleverness of fox, call on them. Ask them to help you. And now I'm seeing you're having one of those experiences where you go into the body of the animal and you see through their eyes. So you can get an even deeper message and answer to what you're looking for. Do you do that?
Yes, I do communicate with animals. I've had a eagle that's been coming to see me, and it just came back the other day, and my mother's seen it, and it's the only one that looks like that. It's a huge bird.
But when you meditate, do you feel yourself inside their body, feeling what they feel, seeing what they see?
No.
That's the
I-
invitation.
The other thing is, it's like even when I get a message, it's like a car going by, and I only get like one, 3 words, or sometimes a phrase, but I don't get the whole message.
It's
And it
okay.
kind of like just goes by.
Yeah, it's okay. Now, you can ask them to slow it down. And if they can, they will. Sometimes it's just there's so much like steam buildup behind it that it just comes pouring out. So the words that you get are good. You get the gist of it. You can always go back and ask for clarification. So don't let that frustrate or block you. It's okay. Just go with the flow.
The other thing is they show me a whole bunch while I'm pretty deep, but I only remember the last thing that they showed me.
Are you recording it in some fashion while it's
I
coming
write it
through?
down.
Try recording it with a voice. Speak into your
Okay.
phone what you're seeing. You'll get it faster that way. You won't, because you won't be worried about writing.
Okay.
They're wanting to amp it up for you, and you can ask them to slow it down. You can ask them to pause. I do that all the time. If it's
Okay.
too fast, you need to pause because I'm typing. I don't know how you do it writing because wow, I would never keep up with that. But yeah, just dictate it into your phone. You can always then, convert it to text later with that option that's in there.
And
That'll
the
allow you.
automatic writing works for me, but I can't keep up writing.
Yeah, just experiment with it. But
Okay.
remember, in the moment when it feels like it's just jerking you forward too fast, ask them to pause. Play
Okay.
with all of those things and see what feels best for you. It's you finding your rhythm, the way your connection works. It's evolving, which is beautiful. It's supposed to.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, next up we have Beth.
Good morning, Deborah. Thank you for
Oh,
doing
sorry, it's
this.
the other Beth.
Oh,
I will I will get to you though.
I was so excited. Hey Deborah.
Hey there.
First of all, I love your hair.
Oh, thank you.
It's very pretty today. I have been. I think the last time we chatted, I told you I have been doing a whole lot of channeling.
Uh-huh.
Well, now I am working with 3 entities and Judah. Do you know Judah?
From the Bible?
I don't know. Just Judah. That's all he says is Judah.
Okay.
So I've been working with Judah and my angels, and everything is happening really, really, really fast for me. It's like I am being propelled now really swiftly into 5D, and the energy is just exploding. Everything is becoming clearer, but the way that I channeled has changed. I don't know how to exactly describe it. My headspace feels different. Can you see if there's anything up with that?
Yeah, First of all, you've been in 5D for a long time, consciousness. You're going into 6D consciousness. And that's why it feels like, oh my God, because it is big. That shift from 5 to 6 consciousness is huge.
Yes.
Go back and listen to the 21-day meditation celebration video that we did last week, because we were talking about just what you're talking about. Almost everybody is feeling that, like, whoa, being propelled like a jet. Right now, for most of us, it's accelerating because it needs to.
Yeah, something has shifted. Something has changed, but it only changed when I started with the different entities. It was pretty stable, and then like all of a sudden I don't feel the same.
Sure, because they communicate with different energy, different frequencies than you're used to. There's an adjustment period you go through getting used to each other. It's like they're speaking a foreign language and you're having to learn that language to connect with them. So you're on both sides, you're working to connect, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's okay. Now, do you feel like you're getting more like stuff inside your head? You don't really see it, but you feel like you see it. It's like kind of elusive.
Yes, but my whole headspace does not feel the same. It's like when I connect, it's easier, it's faster, it's like immediate, but I don't feel the same. I physically feel different, and I want to know, am I losing some type of connection? Do I need to do something different? Why do I feel physically different in my head?
Well, it kind of feels like maybe it's your third eye is expanding. That's why I ask about, what's going on in there. But let's ask that question. So for Beth, can you explain to us what's going on? Why does she feel so different? It's a magic carpet ride, baby.
Yeah,
Hold on.
that is true. It's something else.
It will feel different because this entity that you're now connecting with it's from a different location, different sensibilities, different messages. You are connecting with a different person, place, and thing, to bring it down to our level, your abilities are evolving. When they evolve, it's going to feel different. So you immediately jump to the conclusion that you're doing something wrong because it feels different, and that's not true. No, this is the evolution that you're feeling. Just flow with it. It's okay. You're getting it. And you will continue. It'll get smoother. One day it'll be like, it was always this way. You'll forget that you felt that awkwardness in the beginning. It's just
Okay.
like you're dating somebody. In the beginning, it's awkward.
Right.
You fall into the rhythm with them and it's comfortable.
Okay. So the fact that maybe it's ego, right? Maybe my egoic self is saying, oh, they've left you. Because I have abandonment. That's my root, right? So maybe my ego is like, look, they've left you. You have nothing. Because that's how it feels. It feels like there's a lightness, an emptiness of sorts. I just feel different, Deborah.
Yeah, but what I got when you said that, it's not an emptiness. It was a making space for more to come in.
Okay.
Because they're bringing all these new energies that you've got to adapt to. You needed the space for that. So it's almost like they're in there decluttering, doing your spring cleaning early, getting ready for that extra energy to come through. And I get this visual of you, like, how they used to have that cord that like a coax cord that you plugged in to get the downloads from the high-speed internet. It's like, bam, plugged into your third eye. So you're getting the downloads faster. There's room for them to come in so that you can process them. It's going to be different. That's normal.
It's very different. But you're telling me, and Metatron's telling me, that my posse is still there. My group is still there. They're still with me.
I'll ask, but I'm sure they are. So for Beth, her original posse that she's so comfortable with, are they still present and available? Yeah, they'll never leave you. Always there. They've just taken a step back. I can see them like standing behind you on the left side. That's interesting. I wonder why left side. Are you left-handed?
Mm.
Must have something to do with that left brain, right thing and how they cross. But I'm seeing them on the left side, which I guess that doesn't really matter. But they are there. They just took a step back to give you the space to work with these new entities, to get comfortable.
Okay.
But anytime you want them to step forward, to shift gears it'd be downshifting, wouldn't it? Going back to what you used to do.
Right.
You can still connect with them. They're not gone. They
Okay.
will never, ever leave you.
I
They're
just
yours.
I feel comfortable, like you said. I feel comfortable with my group. And the new group is different because I've been doing a whole lot of inner child work. And it's a whole different ball game when
Yeah.
you start down that path. And once you start it, it's like everything will just happen really fast. Everything to me is happening now really, really fast.
Well, the inner child work is the shadow work that people talk about so much. You cleared away those shadows, that bulk. That's another reason you feel that space. You might feel it in your body too as you release it. More
Okay.
freedom, a lightness of being.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep doing it. That's great.
Yeah, I've
You're
never done it
right.
before.
Don't second guess yourself. You are moving forward in a very positive way. Now, did you ask for an up level? Are you aware of desiring or consciously asking for more?
What I'm doing is parts. Do you know parts work or
Yeah.
parts? Okay. It's essentially where you locate the child at the age of you figure out the trauma, locate the child, heal the child. And that was a part of it. So I've been doing that kind of work where I locate the child and then they show me stuff that I haven't remembered in, God, years. Years. I never remembered any of this, but now it's finally making sense. It's just everything is accelerated for me.
Yeah, that's because of the time that we're in.
Okay.
You've got to get through that gunk ASAP so that you can step up to the light worker purpose that you came here for.
Right. Well, yeah.
All of us.
Yeah. And we really made a lot of big difference in Florida. Really put a whole lot of energy toward that
Well,
episode.
after it was over, what they helped me to understand was that was how they intended it for us to do, to step
Yep.
up, take the action, to prove to ourselves that we could do it.
Yeah, exactly. I felt that the whole time, and it's like,
Well, I'm glad you did because I didn't. It made me a nervous wreck. It is crazy.
yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much. It's nice to
You're
see you.
welcome. So what I want to know, and think about this, when you get through clearing all of the shadow work, might you embrace Marie?
Audrey, remember?
No, I know that, but it's about loving yourself and
Oh,
accepting.
definitely, definitely. It's healing. It's when the egoic moments come up, you can speak to your wounded part and say, "Hey, we got this. I don't need you. I don't need you now. We got this. We're grown up now. We don't need to be 11 years old anymore."
Yes. I'm so happy for you. Keep us
Thank
posted.
I will. I will. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Breck or Brecca? If I can find you up here. There you are.
Hi.
Hi. How do you say your name?
Brecca.
Brecca. Okay.
Yeah, I'm struggling to articulate even to myself when I'm here. I am going through quite a transition. It's been a very karmic heavy life. And it's supposed to be getting better, but yeah, I'm still in a huge transitionary. It's hard to articulate without going into a lot of detail. I'm acutely aware that other people are watching. But I guess I'm wondering, I have lots of questions, but I think the most is just like what's most important for me to hear, and is there anything from my mom there?
Okay. So for Brecca, who's struggling right now, do you have a message of love and comfort to share with her? Seeing oranges and reds, so unless those colors have significance for you personally, it's probably about the root chakra and the sacral chakra. So is this something that you're saying is deeply rooted?
Oh, I don't doubt that.
Something deeply rooted. So it's healing that's coming up for her. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. So there's healing, like what Beth was talking about. There's some deeply rooted healing work that you need to focus on. Get it out of there. Don't hesitate. Take the action now because you need to move it on so that you can then step up and step into the reason that you are here.
I'm
So,
not sure what that means. Does that mean just cry more or?
well, are you getting any help with the healing? Are you using any modalities to heal? How are you working on healing?
Um, Honestly, just no contact with my family, my remaining family. Um, Getting my health. I guess I'm struggling because I am not somebody who's very in her body. I've never been. I hate having one. I hate being in a physical form. It makes no sense to me. Um, and yeah, I don't know if that's, I mean, clearly it's not the best thing because you cannot really function well in this world if you do not feel good about it. But yeah, my deepest issues are just I do not like being here. I feel like I shouldn't be here.
Well,
um,
there are some star seeds who came and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, I'm in a body. Why did I do this? But the thing is, from your soul side, you chose this. And in fact, being here at this time as a light worker, you had to get in line to get here. So you came with a very specific purpose, things you wanted to accomplish at this time, because this is the opportunity for the greatest soul evolution that we're going to get in a very long time. That being said, you've got to work on those wounds. Just, cutting the family off isn't solving the problem. The wound is still there. You're not healing it. So you can do that through meditation. Doing the 21-day meditation challenge would probably really help open you up. Don't worry so much that feeling that you're not connected to your body, because if you happen to be from one of those star groups, that's a normal thing for them because the rules of gravity and universal laws are different on Earth than they are where you came from. So it's going to feel like a little bit like you are a tourist from a foreign country. And you get here and it's like, I don't fit in. It doesn't make sense to me. We're not communicating. But you came here for that experience. It's the opportunity your soul wanted for growth. So rather than fighting against it, find a way to flow with it. Look for opportunities to say, okay, I get that now. I'm going to release that old blockage now because you're stuffing a lot of stuff down. You want to heal it a piece at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself. The meditation will help you. Working with energy workers could help you. I don't know if you've tried any of that, but that could be helpful. I'm going to recommend you connect with Mike, who's here in chat. You can go into chat and find Mike. He does a back heart chakra cleaning that gets rid of that old emotional crap that's stuck in your back heart chakra. It's phenomenal. And there are 2 videos on my channel showing you what I went through when I had my session. And then we have another one where we talk about the whole process. That does some major cleaning. It's a massive transformational process that happens quickly. So some of these things take a really long time as you pull pieces out. This one goes faster, which is why I think it's just so brilliant. It's something that Mike has created, so you're not going to find it out there generally available. It's something he's working on specifically. So that's an option for you to consider.
okay. Okay, thank you.
Having said all that, what was the last question you asked me?
Oh, My mom was very, very psychic. It was really funny. We're like very complementary pairs, and she passed away recently. And um,
So you want to hear from mom?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, Brecca's mom, are you there? Do you have anything you'd like to share with her? Yeah, I see her holding you, wrapping her arms around you, just calling you baby, just soothing, cooing. She wants you to feel her love. She's saying, I didn't leave. I'm still here. And somewhere deep inside, you know that. You've probably caught glimpses of her, but then your ego convinces you it's not her. It is. Those little lights that flash in the corner of your eye, that little feeling of maybe breath on the back of your neck. She's there because you need her to be there. And she will be there as long as you need her to be there. So when you get to the place where you can accept that, be happy about it and enjoy it, have conversations with her. And when you hear her answer back, you are not imagining it.
Um,
Take what you hear and go with it.
she was really trapped in her body for like my entire life. And a part of me really doesn't want her to be here.
Well, she's still on the other side because the soul energy can be in more than one place at a time. So she's still doing her stuff on the other side, but a part of her is here with you because you need her.
But
So
that's not trapping her.
well, kind of, but don't worry about that. She's here to help you facilitate your healing. She doesn't want you to be trapped your entire life. So when you get to the place where you accept, yeah, she's here. I hear her. I'm grateful that she's here. I send her love. She will not need to come as often. That's part of your healing.
Okay.
That's how you can help her to move forward. But right now it's about helping you. You're the one who's in distress.
Okay. Thank
So
you.
take that, work through it, reach out if you need more help, and then come back next month and let us know how you're doing.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's okay. You take care of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Daniel, you are next. Hey there. Oh, you're muted.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, I'm doing fine. Boy, today's all about healing, and that's my question. So, yeah, I think my question for you is, I realized I have a block, a healing block, and I'm wondering if my guides can tell me um, what I'm missing or what I need to um, do to release this block.
Do you have vivid dreams?
Yes.
Because I heard very clearly he got it in a dream.
Oh, dear.
Any dreams that stick out to you that might apply?
Not that I can think of right now.
If you don't, it's okay. But they wanted to point that out to you to pay more attention to your dreams because they've been giving you the answer in the dreams. So,
Oh.
what can you share with Daniel about this block he's feeling? They're saying it's not past life. So it's a present life block. Is it from childhood? No. So it's from his adulthood. So is it some kind of a trauma a physical trauma? No, an emotional trauma. Okay. So an emotional trauma. When did this happen? Can you give us a clue? Early 30s. Some kind of an emotional trauma in the early 30s. And they're showing me a picture of, like people who collect bugs when they take that pin and they stick it in on the board. It was like
Yeah.
kind of a trauma. It was like pinning you to the board. So can you give us some more detail about that? And they're saying that's an illusion. You're not pinned to that board. You're free. You can get off anytime you want. But it was just something that played with your mind, deceiving you, making you feel that you were helpless in that situation. Okay, so what can he practically do now to release that? So do a meditation. Ask them to guide you to that moment.
Okay.
So that you can see it. And when you see it now from your new perspective, you're going to be like, why was that such a big deal? You're a different person now. But the thing about those traumas that get stuck, we're not the same person we were then. And then you didn't have the wisdom, the enlightenment that you have now.
Yeah.
No, you were probably more in the standard human kind of mode
Yeah.
where it damaged your gentle little ego and kept you there. So it's about letting that go. Oh, whatever it was that somebody did to you,
Okay.
they can't hurt your
Hmm.
soul. They can only temporarily do something with your psyche and your body, and you've got the power to release all of that. So, they're
Yeah.
also saying if you can't remember the details of what it was, don't worry about it. Set your
Okay.
intention to just see it in soft focus. Visualize it like the bug on the board. And
Okay.
you are the bug. Pull out the pin, and amazingly, the angels will breathe life into that bug and it's going to fly away. It's a moth. It's a beige colored moth
Wow. Okay.
representing you. That's interesting. So you might want to look at the symbology about moth.
Okay. Wow.
Does that help?
I certainly hope so. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, play with that and let us know. I mean, they're not going
Yeah.
to just come straight out and tell you the answer because this is important for you to work through.
Okay.
So
Yes.
I know
Yeah.
it's frustrating because I feel the same way. It's like, why don't you just tell us plainly what it is so we can deal with it? But then
Yeah. It's
you
not
wouldn't learn the lesson. It wouldn't help you. It would
right.
deprive you of that opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that answers my question. Thank you.
You're welcome. But
How
keep a watch on the
wonderful.
dreams because they're going to bring more to you. And maybe you'll dream about the moth.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I
In
usually
fact,
have pretty wild dreams. So,
there is Ellie Down Under. Ellie Dreams Down Under is a tarot channel on YouTube.
okay.
She talks about, because she gets a lot of stuff, really big stuff, prophecy stuff in dreams. If she's got something she needs an answer to, she will speak it out loud, set her intention to get the answer to that question before she goes to sleep.
Oh,
Couldn't hurt
okay.
to try.
All right. Yeah. I'll try
Seems
that.
to be working well for her.
Yes. Thank you.
You're
Yeah. I'll
welcome.
try that.
Okay, talk soon.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. Okay, Laura, there you are. You are up next.
Randy's here if you want to take him first.
Oh, he came back. I'll get him after you.
Okay.
Randy, I had called you first, but you weren't here. So now
I
that
know.
we'll put you back in after Laura. Okay, what is your question?
I am I've been getting messages about moving and that it's a possibility we might be moving to Europe sometime this year or next year. And so I was just wondering if they have any specifics or confirmation so that I can start taking the necessary steps towards that.
Okay, and are you conflicted about the move? Do you want to move?
Um, I'm I'm ready to move forward. And it was interesting because I saw something, a house, and I was like, oh, I want to be there. Of course that house is sold, but it was like it opened a door.
Yeah.
And things are getting kind of interesting with my family. So I'm like, I think I'm starting to get why that message came. But
Well,
yeah,
you've done all that healing. You've made the space, and now the doors are flying open.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So all of you guys listening, you should really go watch the 21-day meditation challenge video because Laura shared about the transformation she's been through, and it's extraordinary. Just that you're standing is extraordinary. Yeah, so let's ask about that. For Laura, is a move to Europe an optimal choice for her? Go, baby, go. Yeah.
Really?
As long as it makes you happy. It's about
Okay.
you being happy because you haven't had enough happiness in your life. This
I
is
know. It's just, I
life.
have my 2 girls and my husband to think about too. So it's been about, okay, what is the optimal choice for all of us? And, is it moving to the east side of this country or farther east onto the European continent?
Do you want to give me some examples and we'll douse them?
Yeah, sure. So one, because we did an astrology reading for my daughter, and it looks like the East Coast, like in the Carolinas, might be an option. And then I got like the Appalachians. I was like, why the
Yeah, but that's
Appalachians?
in this country. That's not.
I know, I know. Well, okay, so for Europe, it's France.
Okay.
That's the country we're being drawn to.
All right.
So,
So for Laura, would France be an optimal choice? Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any areas of France you want to pinpoint? I could just
well,
do the directions.
yeah. Well, it's down by the sea. So like southern France, more towards on the west side than the east side.
Okay. So Southwest France by the sea, would that be? Yeah, it's like they're saying all lights are green. It lights you up. If it pleases your heart, do it. Don't hold back.
Well, is it the optimal choice for the whole family? Because we'd all be going together.
Yeah. So is it an optimal choice for the entire family? Maybe not everybody. So
Yeah.
does everybody have to go? Can you go and leave some behind? And they got to leave the nest sometime.
Oh, I know. It's just the my youngest is ready to go because actually her astrology chart told her that yeah, the energy for home in her chart is in that part of France. So we're like, oh, that's why she feels that. And my husband, he's a little nervous about it, but he can make it work because he can speak French, German, Russian, all of them. So that's not an issue. It's my oldest, and she has autism, and I'm her caregiver. So yeah, so it would be a big shift. And I don't want to leave her here in this country all by herself because that would not be
Okay.
good for her at all.
So while it's not the optimal choice, they're not saying no. So
yeah.
Let's ask another question. Is this a long-term move for Laura and her family? Is it in the optimal choice for the long term to go there? Yeah.
Because
So
our
they
thought was once we get there, if there's a better place, it's a lot easier to move to a different country from there than it is from here. It's just, we just got to get over there. And then when things open up, like, oh yeah, Albania feels better or Denmark feels, it'll work itself out.
So
the thought.
for Laura's older daughter, is the reluctance connected to her neurodivergent state? Yeah. So any move for her is going to be uncomfortable.
Yes.
Doesn't matter. But if she's got her support system, you create a new environment that's happy. You get happier, she's going to be happier.
Yeah.
Because remember, as the caregiver, you have to take care of you first. So that you've got more for her.
Yes.
So don't let that hold you back. That should not be the thing that holds you back.
Okay. Thank you.
Does that help?
It does. Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Let us know. It's exciting.
Okay.
Mike, you are up.
Terrific. I wonder if Upwork is an answer to my file reorganization issue.
Okay. So for Mike, would Upwork be an optimal choice to resolve his files issue? No. Not a good match for you.
How about that? Okay. Any other ideas?
For the files or just in general?
Well, the files are the key to my reuse of all my content. All my books are in the file reorganization crisis that I'm having.
Okay. So Mike needs help with the reorganization of the files. Is it an optimal choice to find help locally. Yeah, that's a good option. Have you asked around with the Circle family to see if any of them or someone they know is available to help you?
No,
Because that would be a like-minded person.
true.
And that feels a better match than just, I mean, you could go to those companies that specialize in offshore help and do it remotely.
That's what Upwork is.
Yeah, although there's a lot of people who are US based. But you could do that. That's one of the options, but you don't know if that person is spiritually connected, if they would be along the same wavelength that you are.
Okay.
That's what I'm feeling. You want somebody who's on that wavelength. And when you ask your spiritual family, they will pass the word. They'll find somebody. And there's always somebody out there looking for some part-time gig.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
And in the case of the work that you're doing, would it be smoother and facilitate getting it done if they could come to you physically to do the work?
Well, as long as they could be online, it'd be okay too.
Yeah, both, but is there some benefit to having someone be there physically?
I don't know. It's a good question to ponder.
Yeah, because you're not talking about papers, you're talking electronic files.
Right.
But to teach them what you need might be easier in person. Not that that's a necessity, but that's coming up for some reason.
Well, your audience, if anybody is good at that, please contact me.
Okay. Yeah, so if anybody out there knows someone who can help Mike with his files, do you want to speak a little bit about what that means?
Yeah, I have a lot of book files, PDFs, and docs that got all messed up when my computer crashed and I moved the files to a new computer, and that did not integrate well because the disks don't sync. They don't sync up properly.
So it's creating a new file structure on the new computer?
It created a mess that's difficult to find anything.
So you would give them a list of things they need to find, and then they would go into your computer and
they could just reorganize whatever they find and put it in a way where I can access it. It's just very difficult I have to search for everything, and search is not as productive as.
So you need somebody who's familiar with Windows.
Yes.
Because you're on Windows. Okay.
Thank
So
you
we're
very
putting
much.
that intention out there. If somebody knows someone who's looking for that, have them get in touch with Mike. And you might want to put your email down.
I did already because you asked asked to contact me, so it's in the chat already.
Perfect. Okay, so it's on the Zoom side in chat. If you're on the YouTube side as well, you might want to put it over there. Oh, you know what? I'll just do it for you because I'm not sure if it'll let you do it. I won't put your phone number there because that's just too public.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good to see you.
Good
You're
to see
doing
you
great.
too. There it is on the YouTube side. Okay. I'll see you next week.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye. Okay, Rachel, you are up. How are you?
Hello. Good to see you, Deborah. Thank you. Hi.
Hi.
Just in case Laura is still here, I've lived all over France. If you want to have any advice, I send you a little DM here. We can chat later.
Thank you.
Yeah, so wrote down what I wanted to ask. So remember, I'm in Portugal, bought an apartment. There was a leakage in the roof, and then you said, yeah, it's all going to be solved, and blah, blah. Now we're February. It rained a few days, and there's literally water in 2 of my rooms. It was just really, really, really bad. So all the positivity that I had that it was all going to be fine, I'm like, oh my gosh, I was so in panic. I really tried to stay calm. I'm meditating a lot, and I really pretty proud of myself that I'm staying calm. But here's the thing, I'm seriously just constantly having this intuition of you got to sell this place again. You got to sell this place again. And so, and buy a smaller place because at the end of the day, all I needed was a very small space. And
Mhm.
now I have a 2-bedroom big apartment. So that is my question. Can I do it without loss, of course? This year, will it happen, the sale and buying something else? Is it optimal? I don't
Okay.
know how you want to ask it, but that's really my question.
Yeah. So what about repairing the roof? Is that not going to happen?
It's the Portuguese way is just so slow. I don't even know if, and if, then there's so much going on in the building itself that I don't think one fix can fix it. Like I don't have hopes.
So it's just become too much hassle. It's not worth it for you.
Yes, and
Yeah.
it's causing me a lot of stress and panic and anxiety. Yes.
It's possible out of disaster can come something really wonderful, but it's
Hmm.
always your choice. If you don't want to wait around for whatever that might be and you want to ditch it and go elsewhere, of course that's your choice. So let's ask
Yeah.
about for
Yeah.
Rachel. Is it an optimal choice to sell this apartment and find something smaller? Yeah, if that's what your heart desires, because it's causing a lot of friction, as you said, stress for you. So you don't want
Yeah.
that. It's definitely
Yeah.
productive. So
And yeah.
can you give us a time frame when that might happen? Is it highly likely she'll be able to sell this apartment before June? Saying yes. I don't know if those apartments are in demand, but it feels like it could be rather quickly. Although me personally, I would think, wow, having that leaky roof would be a real hard sales. Um, so is it possible she can sell it before June without taking a loss? Because that's important too, without
Hmm.
taking a loss. Can you work that out for her? They're saying they can. So May, could she sell it in May? Oh, they're saying, yeah, May, because that's when the rains presumably will have stopped.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because you need the rains to not be coming down and getting in the way while you're cleaning
Yeah.
up and preparing for the sale.
Yeah.
And then what about finding another place? Is there a place already out there available that would fit her requirements? Not quite. There might be a gap. Oh, they're saying this is your opportunity to go do some more traveling until that other place becomes available. So, can you give us a timeline on when her optimal choice for a smaller place would become available? Will it be in 2024? Yeah, okay. So, after May? After May. So, in June? July? It's feeling like it's going to be fall, maybe August, September. September feels good, but there's also a possibility it could shift and come a little sooner. So could you manage that? Could you travel between?
Oh yeah, I can definitely manage. It's just that I need to get a space for all the stuff that meanwhile I've gathered, It's not a suitcase anymore, it's literally a lot.
Yes. Yeah, because you get into
A
a
lot
bigger
of
place and suddenly
you get a
things
household,
multiply. Yeah.
it's not no longer a suitcase, but
So this is your opportunity to go through really thoughtfully, what do you really want to keep for the other place?
oh, I've done that my whole life, like all the time I've been traveling, that's not a problem. But still, I don't want to get rid of all my kitchen appliances and kitchen, just a few stuff that you really need when you move into a new apartment. I don't want to start all over 3 months ago later, So
Well, or
I need
you
to find a
include them in the
storage.
price when you sell.
No, furniture for sure. That's for sure. It's just like, glasses, cups, mugs, cutlery, nobody leaves that in
No, but
a
you said appliances, so I was
oh,
thinking,
sorry. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So
appliances
just
are easier to leave.
just storage. But yeah, that would be yeah. Is it gonna get any worse though with the rain, the damage that I've had so far? Is it gonna get any worse? I just
So is it highly likely that there will be more damage to the roof before May?
the ceiling.
It could go either way because the weather patterns are shifting so fast.
Yeah.
It could go either way. So call
Okay.
in your angels, ask them to put a protective bubble around your apartment
Yeah.
so that even if it does rain, that bubble deflects the water and it doesn't come into your place.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And ideally, you would ask it so that it doesn't harm your neighbors either, so that the water is diverted in a non-harmful way.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah, other than that, I'm trying to find just a final piece of advice for my YouTube that I'm trying. I mean, I'm sensing all good stuff, but I'm needing to get a bit faster with inspiration, and I don't know if there's any final guidance.
Okay. Anything you want to share about the YouTube channel for Rachel? They're saying it takes time. For everybody, it takes time. You know, once in a while you're going to hit that magic video that just goes crazy, but
Yeah.
for most people, it's just plodding along. You are making progress. Be in a state of gratitude for the progress you've made.
Yeah.
Same thing they've been saying forever. And it
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
continue to expand. Don't focus on what you don't have.
Yeah. 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 For sure. For sure. Yeah. And a tiny final question is my weight. I really, really want to gain weight. And I've been saying this for a long time. Is it, I don't know what you can say about that or ask, but it's like, yeah, I
Okay.
just want to know if in the coming months.
Anything you could share with Rachel that would help her to gain weight? Is it connected to the amount of food that she's eating? Does she just need to eat more? No, that's not it. Okay.
Oh,
So fruits. Fruits would be helpful. Do you eat much fruit?
a lot. Yeah.
Okay. I'm hearing mango. I don't know if you eat mango. Mango would be good. What else? Anything else? Coconut, mango and coconut. Okay. What about
Very true.
proteins? Any proteins that she could add that she's not currently getting? Yeah, I mean, just the standard kind of stuff. I'm not getting anything that really
Yeah. No.
beans, but
I just want to see the change, I know about food. It's just I want to see the result. I want to know if it's finally gonna
okay.
happen in a
That's what
few
I'm
months that
getting.
I'm actually gonna look
Start
bigger.
talking lovingly to your body,
Aha.
like it's another person. I'm
Aha.
so appreciative of you. Thank you for
Hmm.
holding on to a little bit of extra weight. Thank you for rounding out the corners, whatever you feel motivated to
Yeah.
say. But like you're talking to another person, what would you say
Yeah.
to them, your best friend? To compliment them, to lift them up, to help them to see themselves in a more positive light. Because just like
Yeah.
your YouTube channel, when you focus on the positive,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and if your
Yeah.
body,
Oh,
you're always criticizing it, it's not going to cooperate. It becomes like a toddler having a tantrum and it
yeah.
resists.
I'm very strict. I'm very rigid to myself. I'm loosening a lot. I'm already like, changing a lot of more flexibility and stuff. So it's really going well, but still, I know but yeah, yeah, it doesn't go overnight, right? Yeah. Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm
Yeah.
gonna re-listen to this. Thank you so
Kinder
much.
and more loving to your body. That will make a big difference.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
everyone.
Bye. Okay. Now, Beth E., you are up. Oh, and I forgot, Randy, I
Hi,
said I was going to come back to you. Let me just make a note, get you back in there. So
hi,
after Beth,
Deborah.
we'll bring Randy. Hey there, how are you?
I'm good, thank you, on this snowy day. How are you?
Good. We didn't get as much snow as you did because we already had.
So I just have a general question
Okay.
of do my guides and angels have any messages for me?
Okay. So for Beth, what would you like to share with her today? I'm hearing the celebration song.
That
Celebrate.
was last time too.
Yeah, really? The same song,
Or
Celebrate?
the time before, one of the recent times, yeah.
So can you give us more on that? It's the energy of Celebrate. That's why they're saying it. They want you, on those days when you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm working so hard and I'm not getting anywhere. And these blocks keep coming up. Don't focus on the blocks. Focus
Mhm.
on celebrating the wonderful things that are happening because then more things come in to celebrate.
Absolutely. Thank you
So
so
maybe
much.
every day you get up and you do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. That's what I'm hearing now. So you get up, you move your body in that celebratory, happy way. That shifts the energy for the entire day.
Yeah, that's terrific. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, like in the morning, I am so happy and grateful for all of the things to celebrate.
And I was just saying something similar to myself like a few minutes ago.
Perfect.
So
You're on
that's
the right
awesome.
wavelength. Yes. Keep going. You got it.
Thanks.
Okay. Bye.
Have a great day.
You too. Okay, Randy, where are you? There you are. Hey there. So glad to see you.
How are you, Deborah?
I'm terrific. How are you?
I'm doing good. I had my safe driving mode on my phone. That's why I couldn't get on.
Okay.
So I had to. So that's what it was. So my question is, I'm having a upcoming surgery next week, and I just wanted to know how well it's going to go and if I'm going to get better soon because I have a very busy lifestyle, and I don't know how it's going to go.
So they just
wanted to ask
whispered
that.
to me, stop focusing on the busy lifestyle. This is your self-care time. Focus on you.
Right.
That'll get you better faster.
Okay.
If you're focused on all that busy stuff, you're stressing your body out and you're not going to heal as fast. So it's
Okay.
time to do your meditation, get zen, be very
Okay.
calm, and there you can accelerate healing. So what can
Okay.
you share with Randy about the upcoming surgery? Is it going to be a smashing success? Yeah, it's looking good. So we're calling in a sector. That's an interesting word, a sector of angels to be in the operating room to guide the hands and the minds of the team so that everything will work out for you in the most optimal fashion. So we've just added that extra layer to it.
Wow.
So you relax, you allow it to flow. Don't get into stress, don't get into worry. Know that your angels are with you, holding you every second. You will be
Wow.
fine. Yeah.
Okay. That was my only question.
Okay.
Thank
Good
you very
luck.
much. Thank you. Have a great week. I'll let you know how it goes.
Yes, please do.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay. Erin, are you here? Sorry, I don't see Erin. I don't know if she's still here or not. Okay. Danielle, I see you. We haven't talked to you. Let's bring you up. I've lost the order at this point, you guys, because it got too busy. So I'm just going to go through whoever I haven't gotten to yet.
Good morning.
Danielle, what's up?
Well, first I have to say what you told Randy like made so much sense for me because I just had this horrible stunt with poison oak, and it has like completely like made my immune system go crazy, and I was like, what, why is this happening? And I'm gonna ask, it wasn't my main question, but I was like, maybe I should ask Deborah. And then when you had said with Randy that it was time for self-care and to slow down and to meditate, I was like, that's exactly why it happened to me. I'm a little in the dark, sorry, but
It's okay. I can see
it's
you.
raining here. Yeah, so I was like, oh, like you say, other people's questions can definitely relate to you for sure. So I'm just back. I have another name for my business, so I just wanted to see if I'm on the right track.
Okay. What is it?
It's Isla Rizzo.
Isla Rizzo. Okay. So for Danielle, Isla Rizzo, is that an optimal name for her new business? That feels good.
Okay.
Feels really good.
Yeah.
Goosebumps.
Well, you had, huh?
Like
Okay,
goosebumps.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
you had mentioned last week or last month, which I can't believe it's already been a month, about like what you would nickname your nickname, like since I was having such a hard time. And I always had Rizzo in the back of my mind as a nickname. And I was like, I'm just going to try to formulate something around that. And then it still has my numerology. It still has like, the feeling that I want. So, okay, that's really good to hear because this will be a really good little challenge to get past. So great.
So happy for you. That's wonderful.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Okay. Thank you. That's all I have.
You're welcome. Keep us posted.
Okay, we'll do.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Debbie, are you here?
Yep. Just give me a moment.
Yay.
Okay. All right. Let's see if I hold.
I see you fine.
Okay, good. Questions. Do I have a question? I've been pondering. Do I have a question? Life is so good. I don't have a question.
Isn't that awesome? Did you ever think you would say that?
No, I never thought I would say that. So it's pretty funny to just go, I probably could have just stayed on the YouTube side. But on the other hand, maybe there's something on the horizon that I should be watching for or looking for. I don't know. I have a question. Just
Okay. Well, I want to share something with you. I was getting this thing as I was waking up. People listening to us talk about the magical life and working with the angels and like what every other word out of our mouth is angel. They must think we are totally bonkers. But it doesn't matter because what we're doing has brought us to this place of peace, calm in the midst of the craziness. Whoever thought we could do that? We feel so wonderful. Things are working out for us. No, life is not perfect because that would be boring and we wouldn't grow. But whatever comes along, we're in the flow, we deal with it. And if we could just get them to understand that's the benefit of going a little bonkers like we have. So what if it works?
Yeah.
And you've
I
been
agree.
a huge part of that. Your evolution going from that place of so much stress and not knowing what you were going to do next to this place of just peace. You take the obstacles one at a time, you deal with them. It doesn't upset your apple cart. It's just so phenomenal.
Yeah. If people went back and read or watched some of the videos from 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, and the questions that I would have asked or did ask, I think they would not believe it was the same person.
Yeah. So I hope you have all that in your journal so you can go back and see the milestones because they're huge.
I do and I don't. I mean, Facebook has been kind of my journal. And in fact, that's interesting that you would say because I was looking for something with the word adventure in it today. And a post came up from 2015, I believe. So 9 years ago. And I had just been let go from a job, from a teaching position. And I was a mess, but I wrote from a place that I was not a mess. So I found that really interesting because, and everything turned out so beautifully, So yes, I feel like I'm a little bonkers sometimes. And I feel like I have nothing to say sometimes. And I just go, well, let's go to town. Maybe something will show up. And in fact, we did do that the other day. And I need to write about this, but I'll tell you, there was a license plate with the name Jules on it, Jules 2 or Jules 7 or something. And you and I both know that my heart horse was Jewel. And so I had just said to Dan, maybe I should be writing about Jewel. And there's this license plate that shows up. And then a few minutes later, so I said, yep, apparently I'm supposed to be, see where we're bonkers? I'm supposed to be writing about Jewel. And then a few moments later, we're driving to another store and I see a license plate that said Muley 2. And, we used to have a mule named Molly. So apparently I'm supposed to include Molly, the mule, in my writing. So
That's
stay
awesome.
tuned.
And that's the bonkers side. I want to connect the dots in case somebody didn't get this.
Yep.
We are being present in the moment, seeing those little signs that in the past we would have ignored and not even thought anything about. But because we are tuned in, looking for signs from the angels, those things that happen, even though it's stretching it a little bit with the mule thing, maybe. No, you feel it inside you. And so instead of questioning it, we just go with it. And that's where the magic happens when you do that. So if you've been holding back thinking you're crazy, don't. Go with it. See where it takes you. You get on that path where everything feels magical and your life is transformed because that's what we all need right now to get through what we're going through and to transform the world. So now let's ask for you. What would you like to share with us today? Yeah, I'm hearing fragments of songs, but nothing specific. Yeah, more music for you, Debbie. That's what it's about. More music into your life. It's the backdrop, the background of your life. Allow it to play because it's going to lift you up to a higher level of inspiration.
Okay.
Not enough music right now.
That's interesting.
And that
Okay.
reconnecting with events from the past that maybe you hadn't thought about,
Mm,
those are more little breadcrumbs to follow.
perfect. I love that. Love it. I'm not a music person. I mean, and that's interesting that I was just thinking about music a couple days ago. When I was reading, there was a 1972 list of 100 songs, and I was in 8th grade. And so I was reading through all those names thinking, oh, how interesting. So yeah, putting the dots back together, I didn't get the clue. So thank you for putting those dots together, because it does. It was a clue and I missed it. It was a breadcrumb and I missed it. So thank you.
Yeah, and that's the way it works. If you miss the breadcrumb, it'll come around again in some other fashion until you get it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. Thank you, because that is a fabulous lesson that you just
Yeah.
shared.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Jenny, come on up.
I think I'm here.
I see you. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just scanning to see if there's anybody else I missed. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, you're good. So kind of two things. One is kind of a metaphysical question, I guess. If souls are reincarnated on the planet, can they still be guides in the other world to you?
I think so.
What
But
I'm
let's
thinking here is we're getting some really weird vibes that my granddaughter may be my great grandmother. And that would be an interesting question. But I also kind of feel like sometimes she's a guide. So,
okay. So
and it's Liza is my granddaughter, and Ethel Fishburne is my grandmother, my great grandmother.
okay, let's just go right into that then. So Ethel and Liza, is that the same soul? No, it's not.
Okay.
It's similar. So are they in the same soul group? Yeah, they're in the same soul group. There's that familiar feel because they're in that soul group. You've had them before.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So is it possible for a soul to be on the other side and also incarnated? Is that what you're saying? Incarnated and being a guide at the same time?
Yeah, like be on Earth as a person and
Gotcha. Yeah, okay. So is it possible or even highly likely that a soul would be incarnate and at the same time functioning as a guide to somebody else who's incarnate? No, that would be too much conflict.
Gotcha.
Wouldn't leave them enough focus for the life that they're living. Yeah, when they're on the other side, not in a body, they can be in multiple places. And in fact, we can do that when we're incarnated, but to add the layer of being someone else's guide, that's a higher level.
Right,
We'd just be splitting them too much.
It's just been a question on my mind for probably a year, and I keep forgetting it when we have these group meetings. It's like, what do I want to ask Deborah?
It's a great
But I
question.
finally remembered. So, and yesterday was my birthday, and I just wondered if, besides, I pulled a card for my birthday yesterday and kind of got some guidance about what the year might be like in terms of being more consistent in a spiritual. The card said ritual, and it talked about how ritual doesn't have to be negative. It can be something that, or a ceremony or something. But I just wondered if there was anything else related to this next year.
Okay. Well, first, happy birthday.
Thank you.
So for Janny, what can you tell her as she's gone around the earth another time? Anything exciting, important that she needs to know in her journey for the next year? They are just so happy. It's like they're standing in the sun, soaking up all of the love light like we do. That's the feeling they get when they think about you. They are so doggone happy for you, for where you're at, for the place you've come to where you're less stressed. You're more embodied, more confident about who you are and what you're doing. And that wasn't always true for you.
No.
So they're celebrating that with you, and they're saying, okay, honey, now that you've gone to that level, get ready, because there's a whole pile of fun coming. So it's enjoy it, more joy for you, more singing for you, for sure, and just treasuring the days, which you already do, but
Yeah,
at
getting
a
better
higher
at that.
level even of appreciation than you felt before. So sometimes we think, wow, it's so good, it couldn't get any better.
Yeah.
It's gonna get better. That's what's coming around in the next circuit. Better.
Good.
So do you want to give us any more on that? Spoilers. No spoilers. You got to be out there experiencing it because they don't want to steal the joy. They want you to have the fullness of it. But yeah, just know that they are so happy. That visual of them standing there soaking up the sun, the love, the light. It's bliss. And they're just so blissed out for you.
Okay. I feel like Debbie and I have had a similar experience over the last few years, and a lot of it is leaving our careers behind, and for me it's been coming out of having Mark so ill, and so
And he's getting better, right?
he is.
Against all odds.
So for anybody that's on right now, I just have to plug this little advertisement. What's really helped him a lot, and it has nothing to do with medicine, is a process called pain reprocessing therapy, PRT. It's been around since about 2012, and it's based on the idea that your brain takes in and processes all of this pain for you, all of these traumatic pain events, to the point where it finally just says you're not safe. And to keep you safe, you're going to be in pain. And if you're in pain, then you won't be putting yourself out there for traumatic events. And so you have to retrain your brain to say, I'm safe. You don't need to cause me pain anymore. I'm okay right now. That was in the past. And there's both a free app that I can't remember the name of at the moment, and also one that insurance pays for, called Lin, L-I-N Health. And you get a coach that you work with weekly, and you work within the app, and it has been life-changing for Mark. You go off of medications, and I mean, it's not 100% better, but he is a different person than he was at this time last year.
Well, who
So
could
I'll
be
put it in the
their
messages here.
best when they've got all that pain?
Yeah,
Yeah. If you wouldn't mind, go back
I
to
will.
the video in comments.
I will. I'll do both.
Yeah, that would be great.
I've got them both open.
Yes, thank you for sharing. Well, not in the chat, but once the video is done, then the
gotcha.
comments are available, and
Yeah.
that way more people can see it and possibly benefit from it.
Because it's not anything that the medical community benefits from.
Mhm.
In fact, we heard that our health system that we've worked within for years and did Mark's stem cell transplant and everything, actually had a pain clinic that used this therapy, and they closed it. So, I mean, pharmas don't benefit, doctors don't benefit, because you're doing it yourself.
Yeah, no profit.
So, and like I said, it's covered by insurance.
That's
So
fabulous. Thank you for
it
sharing.
is fabulous. So I'll put that in. Yes, I will do that. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
I will. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, is there anybody else here that I haven't spoken to? Because I'm not seeing any names that I haven't spoken to, but I don't want to miss you if you're there. Okay, well, let's pop over. We've still got a few minutes, so if you're on the YouTube side and you wanted to ask a question, pop over into the Zoom and I'll get you. I'm just going to scan through what you've written for me. Hi, Gina. Yeah, come back the metaphysical chat and let's talk about that. Eileen, Linda, C'est la vie. You're in quiet mode and they're preparing you for something new. Yeah, it's exciting. So we can talk about that on metaphysical chat. Hi, Artistic World. Hey, Mark. Oh, it's Janny as Mark. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, I confused you with the time, Debbie. Yeah, this is always at 11 o'clock, but the other ones that we've done have been at 12. That's part of my self-care because I'm not a morning person and noon works better for me, but this one has been traditionally 11, so I'm just leaving it there so everybody knows when it is. And Mike's information is there for anybody who's got pent up stuff that they need to clear out. Contact Mike. It's an amazing service that he's offering. It will change your life. Hi, Letty. So glad you could come. Gina, you sold your boutique at a horrible price and it put the family in a bad situation. I'm sorry. You will recover though. Hold on with the angels. But let's talk about that more in depth the next time we get together. Hi, Carolyn. Glad you could be here. Okay. So anybody else that wants to jump onto Zoom that hasn't yet? We've got a couple minutes. Yeah, I think I've got everybody here. All righty. Well, I don't see any new people popping in. So why don't we do our closing prayer? Bring the energy down to send you off on a high note for the rest of the weekend. So take a couple of deep breaths, close your eyes, sit back. Thank you, teams, angels, guides, masters, teachers, Metatron creator. We are so grateful for the time that you spend with us, for the love and care that you give to us over and above what we might even feel we deserve. But you know the truth that we deserve everything, and we are so grateful that you are there, bringing us the everything that we need. You help us to be complete, to live our joyful lives, helping others, changing the world, fulfilling our purpose. That's what we're all here doing. And it's so beautiful, the way all the pieces knit together to create this crazy mixed up place here on earth. And together we ask you to give a little extra healing love and light to Gaia. Lift her up, assist her with her transformation. Thank you for allowing us to help her, because that is so phenomenal that we actually have the power and the ability to set our love and intentions, send healing energy to Gaia. That is just so amazing. And reminding all of us of how powerful we are as souls. We are in a time where we are ready, willing, and able to step up to any challenges that life throws at us. We are going to turn them into sunshine, love, light, daisies, bringing on the changing of the seasons. Closing one door, opening another door. There's always another open door. So thank you for reminding us to keep looking for the next open door, reminding us to hold the hands of our angels as we walk forward in faith, confidence, trust, and love, that everything really is working out for us, for our highest and best, every moment of every day. And when we believe that, when we trust that, when we live that, our lives are transformed. They are joyous. They may not be perfect, but they are amazing and they're ours. For that, we are so incredibly grateful. For all of you gathered today, thank you for being here, for bringing your love, your light, your intention. It means everything. Thank you, team. We are so grateful. And with that, let's bring our energy down. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go out and change the world today, tomorrow, and every day, making it a better place for one and all. So any other things popping up? We'll just take a quick look. Looks like we're good on both sides. So thank you guys on the YouTube side for your chat. I appreciate your energy being there, your support. Much love to everybody. Mwah. Bye.